Ultimately, the most attractive people aren't those that are just born blessed. It's those that are confident and that own who they are. Hi everyone, I am in the middle of painting this sun for one of my crafts videos, and I had a thought. So when we are lacking in confidence and we put ourselves down and we find ourselves in a place of, oh well, we're not born a certain way, we're not born pretty, we're not born attractive. If you think of what people have found attractive over the years, it has changed based on trends. So for example, right now having like dewy, freckled skin is really trendy. Plus size models have gone in trend. Back in the day when I grew up, back in the 90s, heroin chic was trendy. The dark under eyes, very, very skinny, no boobs, no butt. Then all of a sudden the butt became trendy. Red hair, short hair, long mermaid hair, beachy hair, slick hair, a done up bun, unstyled, styled, shaven, androgynous, girly, feminine. It just goes on and on and on, and it constantly changes. Right now I think the skinny trends come back to light, so then people like changing their bodies based on that and deciding that that's their beauty ideals because that's what the media has said. I'm probably going to say something that is probably one of the cringiest things I've ever said on the internet. However, there was this one time where I was lacking in a bit of confidence. I was in my late teens, early 20s, I'd say, and I went for dinner, and there was this beautiful, like, tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed model. I mean, I'm not saying that's what my beauty ideals were, but that's society's beauty ideals are, and I thought she was gorgeous. We had dinner with her and my other friends and her boyfriend, who was like a C-lister celeb or whatever. And he kept flirting with me, and he was being a bit weird and like touchy-feely on my leg and things like that, which I thought was really odd because his girlfriend's right there. Anyway, long story short, because I found this girl so beautiful and so attractive, my lack of confidence made me wonder why he showed any interest in me. I was feeling more confident that day, although that I was thinking this girl was so beautiful. I just think in that moment I wasn't overthinking it. I was enjoying my company, enjoying my dinner, and I was just like, wow, like it doesn't matter how pretty the girl is, it doesn't mean that her boyfriend isn't going to cheat on her. And then it just had this light bulb moment, and I was like, I'm never going to be good enough. But it was like a positive, I'm never going to be good enough, because the reality is what your value is what you make it and what you believe in yourself, because no one else is going to value you if you don't value yourself. And so it didn't matter if you're blonde-haired, blue-eyed model, it didn't matter if you were like a little shy Arab girl that I was. Sometimes people are just going to not value you, regardless of your internal or external. So what you can do and what you can always rely on is when you value yourself. So it's just about reminding yourself that no matter how you look, no matter how rich or famous or beautiful or whatever, like someone might still cheat on you, someone might still say horrible things to you or about you, someone might say you're too skinny, someone might say you're too fat. You never know. Ultimately, the most attractive people are the confident people. How do we get confident? Well, that is a process, but it's not impossible, and it can happen very quickly. I need to make a whole nother video on this. But what we can start off with, just remembering that life's so short and we're all going to be gone. We're all going to be gone one day. Every single one of us, the people that you're worried about, we're all going to be gone, like poof. This whole world that is alive right now is not going to be alive in about 150 to 200 years, let's be honest, unless we create like people that just live longer somehow with all the stuff going on right now in the world. So they just don't really mean that much. So start with that. Then a next way to remind you of your confidence is to remember that, like I said, what is attractive is what's on trend. How about your lips, your eyes, your nose be your trend? Let it be your trend, own it. You are your trend. I have personally been the most attractive when I've owned who I am. I couldn't even be bothered to wear makeup today. I put like a tiny bit of stuff on my lips. I'm owning who I am. I'm clean, I'm hygienic. You have to kind of like dress nicely, dress what makes you happy. Don't just wear random crap. That increases your confidence, of course. But I don't want to digress too much. I really want to focus on this concept and this conversation of attractiveness. So when you own who you are and you believe in yourself, others believe in you more, whether that is through friendships, through dating, through family. If someone comments on something negative about the way you look, you can not be friends with that person anymore. Or you can big yourself up and you can switch it. So if they say something like, I don't know, like I once had a guy make fun of my nose and say my nose is too big. I didn't hang out with him again. I could have said something like, oh, well, you're short, because he was like 5'7". But I didn't want to stick to his level. I just decided to not hang out with him ever again. Your vibe is your tribe. Don't hang out with rude, toxic people who put you down. So I'm gonna get back to painting my sun very soon, but I really just wanted to get this across to you guys. This is just a short video. You can slowly build up your confidence and build up how you find yourself. Through building your confidence through affirmation, reminding yourself that no one is that important, that we're all just little ants in this big spinning ball of dirt that are all going to disappear one day. We're all worried about our own issues. You can focus on the small little chunk of time you have on this earth and just focus on yourself and try and just make the most of what the universe has given you. Do your hair, do your makeup if that makes you feel confident. Smell nice, wear your favorite perfumes, wear your favorite clothes. Just look after yourself. Be the best version of yourself. What is the highest version of yourself? Think about it, write a list. Is the highest version of yourself smelling good, clean, nicely ironed clothes? Is the highest version of yourself caring about what other people think? Trust me, the more you live like this, the more it becomes habit, the more it becomes natural, and eventually you will just be super confident and super attractive to the right people. We don't need to convince everyone of our worth. We just need to be attractive to ourselves, to make our lives more enjoyable, that we can just realize our own unique worth on this planet, and that our worth isn't based on what the media is telling us. Our worth is not based on what the media is telling us. Let's say someone like the least conventionally attractive person you can think of is put on every single billboard and is told to you that this is the ideals of beauty, and they're in the makeup ads and they're pushed and pushed and pushed. Fine, like you might not believe that kind of advertisements can convince you of it, but I feel like they can. I feel like with the right airbrushing and the right way of shifting general media's perspective, I bet that person can be made like the most beautiful person in the world. Ultimately, what I'm trying to get at with this video is that a lot of what we believe is based on society's ideals, and I did hear recently that there are certain countries where the communism where they don't allow ads, so then people don't know the ideals of beauty, so they're just kind of confident in their aesthetic because they don't know any beauty ideals because they're not allowed advertisements in their city or country. Your beauty isn't based on what the media is saying is beautiful. Think of your biggest insecurity. What if that was made massively trendy tomorrow? All of a sudden you're going to think that you're beautiful? Don't wait for someone else to tell you that you're beautiful. Don't wait for external verification. You are amazing, you are gorgeous, you are attractive. And the more that you remind yourself of that through affirmations, daily reminders, writing it down, thinking about what your highest self would be, the more other people will be attracted to you. You'll instantly be more attractive. And every little bit of improvement you make, I think that's going to make you every little bit more attractive. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this video interesting. I'm trying to get into my DIY videos, but I am very passionate about self-help, self-love, self-confidence, and self-growth because I've done so much work on myself. And I will see you in my next video.